Marriage is the end of freedom, or the beginning of something deeper? This question has sparked endless debates and conversations about love and life. When we think about marriage, a flood of emotions and thoughts rush in. Is it a lifelong commitment or a heavy responsibility? Is it where true love grows, or a challenge that pushes us to our invisible limits? Today on Inner Stillness, we won't just look at quotes about marriage, we will explore different perspectives on this relationship. Some quotes will make you laugh, others will leave you contemplating deeply, but all of them hold valuable lessons about love, sacrifice, and growth in married life. So, get ready to expand your perspective and discover the deeper truths behind these famous quotes on marriage. Stay with us until the end, because this lesson will help you view marriage through a fresh and profound lens. The paradox of marriage. Marriage is the only war where you sleep with the enemy. It may sound harsh, but don't be too quick to judge. The truth is, the person you love the most is often the one who can hurt you the deepest. Because love is about opening your heart, exposing even the most vulnerable parts of yourself. In the midst of conflicts and misunderstandings, marriage often feels like a battle where each person fights to defend their feelings, their perspectives, and their sense of self. Yet, these very struggles are opportunities for growth, understanding, and maturity in a relationship. Another quote that plays on this paradox is, "I love being married. It's so great to find that special someone to annoy for the rest of your life." It may seem like a lighthearted joke, but it reveals an important truth. Marriage isn't about finding perfection. It's about embracing the little annoyances, the quirky habits, and the daily imperfections that make life together unique. These are the moments that create the deep connection, the familiarity, and the memories that bind a couple together. Marriage isn't always perfect, but it's in those imperfections where love can truly thrive. Marriage as a spiritual teacher. Marriage isn't just about spiritual communion. It's also about remembering to take out the trash. This humorous quote actually captures a profound truth about marriage. We often idealize love, thinking of it as only romantic moments and sweet, candle-lit evenings. However, marriage is truly not just a spiritual connection, but a bond formed through the simple actions of daily life: cooking together, doing the dishes, reminding each other to take medicine, or even just sharing a smile at the end of the day. It's these small, everyday acts that create a lasting connection, serving as tangible proof of love and genuine care. In Zen philosophy, mindfulness comes not just from deep meditation, but also from the everyday tasks we do. Mindfulness is the ability to be present in every moment, to find greatness in the simplest things. When you care for your partner through these small acts, that is a form of the highest love, a love that is complete and genuine. Therefore, marriage is not always about those heightened emotional moments but is the manifestation of love through the practical, everyday actions that form the foundation of a strong, enduring relationship. Laughter and wisdom. Open your eyes before marriage, and keep them half closed after. It may seem like a trivial saying, but it holds an important lesson about marriage. Before marriage, we often view everything through the lens of romance, only seeing the best in our partner. However, once we live together, we begin to notice the flaws and imperfections that were once hidden. This is when we learn to accept and love not just the strengths, but also the weaknesses of our partner. To have a lasting marriage, sometimes we need to learn to look at life with half-closed eyes, accepting imperfections and finding beauty in the simple, incomplete things. Another quote that's equally intriguing is, "Don't go to sleep angry. Stay up and argue it out." It may seem to break the rule of maintaining peace in a relationship, but in reality, this is heartfelt advice. Conflict is unavoidable in any relationship, especially in marriage. How we handle those conflicts will determine the bond and growth of both individuals. Don't let anger take over and push the relationship into a deadlock. Face disagreements openly and honestly, even if it means engaging in passionate arguments, because it is through these moments that we understand each other better. Develop patience, and learn how to reconcile genuinely. Difference creates strength. A good marriage is between a blind wife and a deaf husband. This is a profoundly paradoxical statement. No one is perfect. Sometimes, the way to live harmoniously is to stop trying to fix each other. We must learn to overlook empathize, and listen with our hearts. Each person brings their own flaws and quirks into a relationship. And instead of focusing on correcting one another, we should accept and embrace these differences. Understanding and heart-centered listening are key to building a strong, lasting relationship. Marriage is a union between the person who forgets birthdays and the one who never forgets. This may seem like a small difference, yet it's a familiar scenario in every relationship. These differences, big or small, are the very things that create balance in marriage. Often, contrasting personalities complement each other, helping each individual grow and improve. What matters most isn't that we are exactly alike, but that we respect and accept our differences. For it's these differences that bring richness and strength to the relationship. Laughter as a medicine. My greatest achievement was convincing my wife to marry me. It's a playful joke, but it carries with it deep gratitude and humility. In marriage, we might forget to express our thanks, overlook the small gestures of appreciation we owe to our partner. However, a little humor at the right moment can reignite that appreciation. Marriage isn't just about responsibilities or duties. It's also about recognizing and cherishing what your partner brings into your life. Even in moments of tension or exhaustion, laughter can be a remedy, soothing frustrations and helping us see things in a more positive light. Marriage is the natural way to avoid arguing with strangers. This is a clever analogy for the internal tensions we all face within the family. But the truth is, intense emotions only exist where there is love. In marriage, conflict is not inherently bad, it's a natural part of growing together. The key is how we face and overcome these conflicts. In those moments of tension, we learn to love and understand each other more deeply, and that very process strengthens the relationship. The quiet endurance. Marriage is where the husband works, and the wife goes shopping. It's a playful jab, but it also highlights an important issue about role balance in marriage. While the statement may be humorous, it sheds light on the need for fairness in a relationship. Today, it's essential that both partners contribute equally. It's not about who does what, but about both feeling valued and appreciated. For a relationship to thrive, it's crucial that both partners work together to maintain balance, recognizing that each person has something significant to offer. Love is ideal. Marriage is reality. Love begins like a dream, beautiful, idealistic, and full of emotion. But when it comes to marriage, love is faced with the realities of everyday life. Marriage is where those dreams of love must be transformed into reality. And sometimes that reality can be filled with challenges. But this doesn't mean love disappears. On the contrary, love evolves, matures, and deepens as it endures through the ups and downs of married life. It is precisely in those difficult moments that love is truly tested and proven. Marriage and growth. A good marriage is where both change and grow together. Success in love doesn't come from absolute harmony, but from the ability to face and overcome differences. In marriage, change and growth are inevitable. No one is perfect, and no one can escape the challenges and conflicts that come with married life. However, it's precisely in those difficult moments that both individuals will learn and grow, not only as individuals but also as a couple. Marriage is a long journey where both partners go through ups and downs together. And it's this mutual change and growth that creates a love that is deep and lasting. It doesn't matter how much you agree. What matters is how you handle it when you don't. Harmony in a marriage is important, but it's not the deciding factor. The most important thing is how you and your partner handle disagreements and differences. Every conflict or misunderstanding is an opportunity to learn how to listen, adjust, and forgive each other. Forgiveness and the ability to manage emotions are key to building a happy marriage. When you learn how to deal with moments of disagreement, you'll find that your love becomes stronger through every challenge. Humorous, but not trivial. Marriage is like a midnight phone call. First comes the ring, then you wake up. This may seem like a lighthearted joke, but it reveals an interesting truth about marriage. The ringing sound, much like the passion and excitement of love in the early days, gradually fades as we realize that marriage is not just about beautiful moments. It's a real life with challenges, exhaustion, and sometimes surprises we can't anticipate. Marriage is like that phone call, exciting at first, but then waking up to the reality, where we learn to live with each other through all the ups and downs. Marriage is a three-ring circus: the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering. Though it may sound like a joke, this quote carries a deeper message about the difference between expectations and reality. When we put on the engagement ring, we think we've found perfection. But once we step into marriage, we realize that nothing is perfect. Marriage, much like a three-ring circus, can be filled with challenges, sometimes pain and difficulty, but it's through these struggles that we truly understand the value of love and commitment. It's this difference between expectation and reality that creates the true journey of marriage, not perfect, but real, full of lessons and growth. So, what do these quotes really say to us? That marriage is both wonderful and challenging. It's where you learn to love someone imperfect a little more each day. In marriage, perfection is never something we can achieve, but it's within those imperfections that we find true love and deep connection. Marriage is where we learn to love, empathize, and forgive, step by step, even in the smallest of things. It's not just a connection between two hearts, but a journey of rediscovering yourself through the other. In this relationship, we not only learn about our partner, but we also discover parts of ourselves we've never known before. Marriage is an opportunity to grow, to change, and to become a better version of yourself, alongside the one you love. Marriage isn't about finding the right person, but about becoming the right person. We don't just search for the perfect partner, we must learn to become the partner they need. This requires patience, sacrifice, and the ability to adjust ourselves in order to build a happy life together. If you learn to listen, empathize, and laugh, then you're on the right track. These are the three essential elements that help a marriage thrive. Listen to understand, empathize to overcome difficulties together, and never forget to laugh to keep love fresh. Which quote resonated with you the most? Which one made you smile and reflect? Leave a comment below. If you found this video meaningful, hit like, share it with your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe to Inner Stillness. Because in laughter, there is truth, and in truth, there is peace.